I'm currently standing at the intersection of Scotts Road and Orchard Road, and I'm about to take a walk down Orchard Road and take you with me to see all of the beautiful Christmas lights and all the things happening in Singapore. We're in the front part of December. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk down this way. We're gonna cross this street here. This is Orchard Road. Orchard Road is a beautiful street. And you can see it right here. We've got 10 more seconds to cross this intersection, and we've got just enough time. We're gonna enter Wheelock Place. We're gonna go under the road. This is Wheelock Place right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go under the road, and we're gonna come up right over there on the other side of the road. The road that you can see is Scotts Road, and the road that has all the lights on it is Orchard Road. Let's go among all the decorations here. Just to give you a little context of where we have been, we started right over there at the Shaw House. That's a big mall, movie theater, there's a couple of restaurants in there. Matter of fact, more than a couple. We made our way across Orchard Road and we found ourselves over at Wheelock Place. We went underground, came up right over here, and this is where everybody takes all their selfies, their videos, families come out, all sorts of things are taking place. Depending on when you're here, there's always some kind of street performer.
Oh my God, sir, you look like my dad. Very Asian and very disappointed in my life choices. Oh my God, it's my pre-show entertainment.
He's pretty funny, actually. These are massive malls. Orchard Road is nothing but mall after mall after mall, filled with people and people. If you wanted to, you could take the Ion Orchard link. That will bring you up right across Orchard Road, and that would put you right over here, right here in front of Tang Plaza. That is Tang Plaza across the street. Check out this big bus that's coming across, double-decker bus. And we look back toward, or at least down Orchard Road. And to your right, that is the Shaw House. To your left is Wheelock Place. That's where we started. And we find ourselves looking down Orchard Road. Now we're gonna go down this side of Orchard Road. We're gonna cross the street. We're gonna come back up. Just to give you a little context, it is Monday night. The local time is 9:45 p.m. and the home time back in Sparta, Tennessee is 7:45 a.m. So a little time differential. Here's something new I just saw. Never looked at it, never looked to see about it. But here's some of the listings of Ion Orchard. And at the top, there must be a Singapore Airlines office in this particular mall. We've got a really neat infrastructure all the way through Orchard Road. And maybe you can see it way off in the distance, but that's the Hilton Hotel. All the way through this area, they've got speakers playing, they've got music going. A couple of years ago, they had a live DJ playing Christmas music. But this is an area where people just come to be. Families are out, children are out. And one of the most interesting things about all of this is an extremely safe environment. I would let my kids come out and play just as all of these parents are letting their children come out to play. Lots of things to see, lots of things to do. I'm gonna cross right through here. This guy's tearing his set down apparently. Don't know what he was doing, but I'm sure it was really cool. Now this building is a different building. Down to our left is Tang Plaza. All of this with Ion Orchard and all the different malls going on this side of the street. But on this side of the street is Lucky Plaza. You'll see that here in just a minute as we go on down toward the Hilton Singapore and take a left. We'll cross Orchard Road and we'll come back down towards Scotts Road. Then what I'll do is I'll take a right at Scotts Road so you can see that area as well. All sorts of things. You really got to watch out for people. People will dart out in front of you in a hot minute. And it's plenty warm here, so it happens often. On that Hilton tower, they have some projectors set up with some really cool projector mapping software. And the audio down Orchard Road is tied sometimes to what's going on the big side of the hotel. They use it as a giant screen. I've bought some Wi-Fi repeaters in that building for the Four Seas Bible College. Maybe it was this one. I think they're all connected. There's a really beautiful water fountain right up here. But just notice the number of people. Remember, again, 9:49 p.m., 7:48 a.m., and people getting coffee. They set up villages all over the place for families to come, do things together. Beautiful, beautiful area. Let's go over here to this water that's in front of another mall. And let's check out this. As we look through it, we see a very big Christmas tree. It's Christmas City in the month of December in Singapore. Now, they do this lighting of all these lights in November. I'm never here early enough to see that, but they say this place is packed. Now, what's going to be funny, maybe it's not funny to you, but it's funny to me. I have never been to a 7-Eleven in the United States, but when you come overseas, you can go to every 7-Eleven you'd ever want to, including some pop-up stands on the street. Walking traffic's getting a little thick. Everybody's looking up at the Hilton Hotel. Everybody's got their phones up, looking here. Now, normally I would cross right here, but I'm gonna go on down a little bit so we can look at this beautiful, beautifully designed building. I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's beams of light. That's where all the projectors are. I see at least 6 different individual beams. I had to dart this way. This is not going to be funny to you. But it is funny to me. A bathing ape. There's a Major League Baseball store here. Really, really cool looking store. I've been in there. Only a couple of brands of things. Now the lights on Orchard Road go pretty far down Orchard Road. There's some really good eating down there in Somerset or 313 Somerset. But I'm going to prepare myself to cross here on Orchard Road. Now you'll notice something on the taxis. You'll see on the top of the taxi this green little sign. Well, the one I was going to show you just moved. There he is, green on top. They're either green or red. Red means they're busy, green means they're available. And you can get everywhere you want to go in Singapore on taxi. You can also take the bus, real easy way to travel. You can also take the MRT system, which is the subway system. It's all pretty much almost all the way underground. Very large Nike store. This didn't used to be here, but it is here now. Now what's impressive about walking down the road, whether it is day or night, it is warm in Singapore. It's not crazy hot tonight, but the humidity is high. That is normal, that is typical. But every time you walk by these big malls, you feel all this cool air rushing through the doors, coming outside. Beautiful trees right here in front of the Apple store. Very large Apple store. Guess that tree needed a little help. Now we're back to the corner of Orchard Road, where I was going to cross a few minutes ago, but I went on down that way and we came back across. Now this mall is Paragon. We will often walk from the hotel all the way down to here and go into this mall and eat. There's a Krispy Kreme in there. There's also a Toys R Us. And I've bought my boys things from this Toys R Us and brought it back home. Just to give you a little reference of where we are, that large Christmas tree and that water fountain that we saw a few moments ago is right across Orchard Road. This is all still part of Paragon. Very large mall. Everything down on Orchard Road is a mall. Very famous store, Rolex. I don't know what's in that building as a whole, but it's a big building. I guess they're having to set the time on the clock. Now we're back to Lucky Plaza. Once again, another Rolex store in Lucky Plaza. Everywhere you go, two things are true. You can find something to eat, you can find something to buy, you can find something to see, and you can find a 7-Eleven and a money changer. Just for a little bit of reference, it's 10:03 p.m. here in Singapore, 8:03 a.m. in beautiful Sparta, Tennessee. It's about 25 degrees in Sparta this morning. Probably a good solid 80, 82 here in Singapore. Now, because it's a weeknight, this is Monday night when this is being recorded, the volume of traffic is much lower. The stores are closing up a little bit earlier, even though it's not really early. But you can buy all your trinkets, even get durian chocolate. That's what you want. I want to show you something here at Tang Plaza that they have always done since I've been coming to Singapore. They've always had some kind of Bible verse. Sometimes it's written in light, sometimes it's lit up as a big print job. This is a big print job of Psalm 27:1. Interesting to me to see that here in a major retail outlet. Good thing, I think. There's Psalm 27:1 again. Lots of photos taken at that spot. Now, you can go down to the MRT station right here. They'll take you to the red line. And then right over there is where you can come up from the other side of Orchard Road. Over there at Ion Orchard. This is still Tang. More desserts to sell, more coffee to have, more things to purchase. Lots of things to buy, lots of things to do. Normally, on the weekend, there'll be some sports cars, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, other things sitting here at the Marriott Hotel. You can go back down and do the MRT underpass. That'll take you back over the MRT, as well as pass back under Scotts Road. You can take the underpass here, this building here, and you can make your way underground, take a right, and you can go across under Scotts Road. That'll take you up, and that'll take you down. You can get over to Ion Orchard, which we were just at. That's where we came up on the other side. Or Wheelock Place and the Shaw House. That's what we can see on the other side. There's the Shaw House. There's Wheelock Place. This is Scotts Road. Of course, just like everything else, going down Scotts Road, as it is true with Orchard Road, you are filled with shops, malls, hotels, places to eat, you name it, you can find it. It's all right here. Beautiful scene, and something that caught my attention. I want to walk over here and look at this scene. There is, and I had never seen this before. I don't walk on this side very often, and especially look up. But there is a Ralph Lauren advertisement with a plane, a truck, looks like a cabin barn, a Christmas tree, and some gifts. That's pretty cool. More malls, more everything, more what you'd like to have. This mall is called Scotts Square. Now, it's not as big as all the others, but it isn't little. Always people over here on Scotts Square. Now, here in just a minute, we're going to end at one of my favorite places, not because it has anything you can buy, not because it has anywhere you can stay, but just because of what you get to see. Everything's a screen. This is the Grand Hyatt on Scotts Road. Normally as well, you can see some kind of car here, but since it's just a Monday night, I guess everybody has them at home. Over here, you got to look left, right, left. They drive on the other side of the road, so you got to watch out wherever you might be going. But everywhere you go, you can look around and just see a city that's unlike any other. This is Far East Plaza. A couple things to catch. 7-Eleven, right over there, Dunkin' Donuts, but KFC. Inside here, there's a bunch of food options. There's also a Subway down in the bottom part. So let's go up. It's interesting that everything in here is also closed down too. Do a lot of money exchanges here in the Far East Plaza. Here's something cool on this side. You can see the buses. They're picking up passengers. At all the bus stops, there's screenage, signage to tell you where they're going, what route they are. There's the 972 bus. All sorts of things that you can see as you sit here in Singapore. But my favorite view in Singapore is just right down here, where you can sit here and watch the traffic. Ion Orchard is right there in the distance. The Shaw Center is right here to your right. Matter of fact, you can maybe see Shaw Center there. But if you pull back and you go right here, you get to see another bus pickup. but you also get to see all of this traffic that's coming down Scotts Road. A beautiful place. Well, it is, for context, 10:13 p.m., 8:13 a.m. in beautiful Sparta, Tennessee. And I'm gonna go ahead and go down the escalators and let this night go to an end. Hope you've enjoyed our walk. It's only taken us 36 minutes and about 55 seconds, but it's definitely beautiful. Have a great evening, have a great day, whatever time, wherever you might find yourself. See you later.